Soviet sports scientists spent decades studying a training tool that Western fitness experts completely ignored: the kettlebell, a simple iron ball with a handle. While American gyms filled up with complicated machines and isolation equipment, Soviet researchers kept finding the same thing. This humble tool built strength that actually transferred to real-world performance. What they discovered exposed a fundamental flaw in the modern gym model, and it changes how you should be training. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're breaking down the only 5 kettlebell exercises you need to build real functional strength, the kind that actually shows up in real life. No machines, no isolation work, just movements that train your body the way it was designed to perform. By the end of this video, you'll understand why kettlebells are superior to most modern gym equipment, the exact 5 exercises Soviet soldiers and athletes used to build incredible strength, and how to program these movements for maximum results. This is going to change everything. Let's get into it. The gym is lying to you. Walk into any commercial gym and what do you see? Rows of machines, chest press machines, leg extension machines, bicep curl stations, cable towers, each one designed to isolate a single muscle or movement pattern. The gym tells you this is optimal. Target individual muscles, work them to exhaustion. Move to the next machine, build muscle piece by piece like assembling a car. But here's the problem: your body doesn't work in isolation. In real life, you never use just your bicep. You never isolate your chest. Every movement requires multiple muscle groups working together in coordinated patterns. When you lift something heavy off the ground, your legs, hips, back, core, shoulders, and grip all work simultaneously. When you carry groceries, your entire body stabilizes the load. When you push a car, throw a punch, or climb a fence, your body moves as an integrated unit. Machines train muscles. Kettlebells train movements. Soviet sports scientists understood this distinction. Western gyms still don't. The Special Forces test. Soviet Special Forces, the Spetsnaz, used a simple fitness test. Not how much you could bench press, not how many bicep curls you could do. The test was this: pick up a 24-kilogram kettlebell, roughly 53 pounds, clean it to your shoulder, press it overhead, do this for 10 reps on each arm without putting the bell down. Then pick up the same bell and perform 20 kettlebell swings. Fast, powerful, explosive. If you could do this, you had the functional strength needed for combat operations, carrying gear, throwing equipment, grappling with enemies. Explosive power when needed. If you couldn't, you weren't ready. Simple as that. Notice what they didn't test. They didn't care about your bicep size, your leg press max, how defined your abs were. They cared about one thing: could you generate, control, and apply force through complex movement patterns? Kettlebells test and build exactly this kind of strength. The Roman method. Pavel Tsatsouline, a former Soviet Special Forces instructor, brought kettlebell training to the West in the early 2000s. He taught a simple protocol he called the Roman method, based on Soviet military training. The principle was straightforward: pick 5 fundamental kettlebell exercises, train them frequently with moderate volume, never train to failure. Focus on explosive power and perfect technique. Progressive overload through increased weight or better form, not more reps. This method built strength that traditional bodybuilding couldn't touch. Why? Because it trained movement patterns, not muscles. It developed power, not just size. It built coordination, stability, and functional capacity. Soviet soldiers could outperform bodybuilders twice their size in real-world tasks, not because they were stronger in isolation, but because their strength was functional, coordinated, and applicable. The movement gyms can't replicate. There's one movement pattern that kettlebells train better than any other tool: the ballistic hip hinge. This is the explosive extension of your hips while maintaining spinal stability. Think about jumping, sprinting, throwing, or swinging a bat. All require explosive hip extension. Barbells can train hip extension through deadlifts and squats, but they can't train the ballistic, explosive component effectively. The weight is fixed to your hands. You can't release it. You can't generate maximum acceleration. Kettlebells, because of the offset center of mass and the ability to swing the weight, allow true ballistic training. You can accelerate the bell explosively, then decelerate it, then accelerate again. This builds explosive power that transfers directly to athletic performance. Gyms filled with machines can't replicate this. Fixed paths, controlled tempo, no explosiveness, no real-world carryover. The Soviet standard. Soviet sports scientists established standards for kettlebell proficiency based on decades of research. For men, the standard bell was 24 kilograms, 53 pounds. For women, 16 kilograms, 35 pounds. The baseline standard, 10 clean and presses per arm without rest, 20 to 30 explosive swings, 5 Turkish get-ups per side with control. This wasn't advanced. This was the minimum standard for functional fitness. If you could achieve this, you had real strength. Strength that worked outside the gym. If you couldn't, you needed to train smarter. Now let me reveal the 5 exercises. These are the only kettlebell movements you need to build complete, functional strength. The foundation. Exercise number 1, the kettlebell swing. This is the king of kettlebell exercises, the foundation of everything else. The swing develops explosive hip power, posterior chain strength, cardiovascular conditioning, core stability, and grip strength, all in one movement. How to perform the perfect swing. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart, bell on the ground slightly in front of you, hinge at the hips, grab the bell with both hands, hike the bell back between your legs like a football snap. Explosively extend your hips, driving the bell forward and up. The power comes from your hips, not your arms. Let the bell float to chest or shoulder height. Control the descent, hinging at the hips as the bell swings back between your legs. Immediately reverse into the next rep. Common mistakes to avoid: squatting instead of hinging. This turns it into a squat, not a hip hinge. Using your arms to lift. The arms are just ropes. Power comes from hips. Rounding your back. Maintain neutral spine throughout. Going too heavy too soon. Master the pattern with lightweight first. Soviet training protocol for swings. 3 to 5 sets of 15 to 25 reps. Focus on explosive power, not endurance. Rest 2 to 3 minutes between sets. Train 3 to 4 times per week. The swing builds the foundation. Everything else builds on this movement pattern. Exercise number 2, the kettlebell clean. The clean teaches you to receive and control force. You're not just moving the bell, you're catching it smoothly at your shoulder without banging your forearm. How to perform the clean. Start like a swing, bell between your legs. Explosively extend hips, pulling the bell up. As the bell rises, pull your elbow back and punch your hand through the handle. The bell rotates around your hand and lands softly on your forearm at shoulder height. Your forearm is vertical, elbow tucked to your ribs. Reverse the movement, swinging the bell back down between your legs. This teaches power absorption, shoulder stability, coordination, and timing. Soviet protocol. 4 to 6 sets of 5 to 8 reps per arm. Moderate weight, focus on smooth technique. Train 3 times per week. Exercise number 3, the kettlebell press. This builds pure overhead pressing strength. But unlike a barbell, the kettlebell requires significant stabilization. How to perform the press. Clean the bell to your shoulder. Your forearm is vertical, elbow close to your ribs. Press the bell straight up, keeping it close to your body. At the top, your arm is fully extended, bicep by your ear. Lower with control back to the rack position. The offset weight of the kettlebell forces your shoulder stabilizers to work overtime. This builds bulletproof shoulders. Soviet protocol. 4 to 6 sets of 3 to 6 reps per arm. Progressive overload by increasing weight slowly. Train 2 to 3 times per week. Exercise number 4, the Turkish get-up. This is the ultimate full-body movement, from lying down to standing up while holding a kettlebell overhead. Every muscle in your body works. How to perform the Turkish get-up. Lie on your back, bell in your right hand, arm extended straight up. Bend your right knee, foot flat on the floor. Roll onto your left elbow, keeping the bell overhead. Push up to your left hand. Lift your hips off the ground, creating a bridge. Sweep your left leg back, coming to a kneeling position. Stand up from the kneeling position, bell still overhead. Reverse the entire sequence to return to lying down. This builds total body strength, shoulder stability, core control, and movement coordination. Soviet protocol. 3 to 5 reps per side. Moderate weight, perfect technique. Train 2 to 3 times per week. Exercise number 5, the goblet squat. The kettlebell goblet squat teaches perfect squat mechanics. Holding the bell at your chest forces an upright torso and deep squat depth. How to perform the goblet squat. Hold the bell by the horns at chest height, elbows pointing down. Feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly out. Squat down, driving your knees out. Your elbows track between your knees. Descend as deep as possible while maintaining upright torso. Drive through your heels to stand. This builds leg strength, hip mobility, and perfect squat patterns. Soviet protocol, 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps, moderate to heavy weight, train 2 to 3 times per week. These 5 exercises: swings, cleans, presses, Turkish get-ups, and goblet squats. That's it, everything you need for complete functional strength. Now let's structure them into a complete program. This is the Soviet-inspired kettlebell protocol. Day 1, power focus. Swings, 5 sets of 20 reps, explosive. Cleans, 4 sets of 6 reps per arm. Goblet squats, 3 sets of 10 reps. Total time, 30 to 40 minutes. Day 2, strength focus. Turkish get-ups, 5 reps per side, slow and controlled. Presses, 5 sets of 5 reps per arm, heavy. Swings, 3 sets of 15, finisher. Total time, 30 to 40 minutes. Day 3, conditioning focus. Swing intervals, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 10 rounds. Clean and press ladders, 1 rep, 2 reps, 3 reps, 4 reps, 5 reps, back down. Goblet squats, 3 sets of 15, higher reps. Total time, 30 to 40 minutes. Train 3 days per week, rest days in between. This builds strength, power, conditioning, and mobility simultaneously. What results can you expect? In 8 weeks, significantly increased full body strength and explosive power. Improved conditioning without traditional cardio. Better movement quality and mobility. Visible muscle development, especially posterior chain, shoulders, and core. Enhanced real-world functional capacity. In 6 months, complete body transformation. Strength that shows up everywhere. Injury-resistant joints. Sustainable fitness that lasts. Here's the truth. You don't need 20 different exercises. You don't need complicated machines. You don't need isolation work. 5 kettlebell exercises, trained intelligently, build more real strength than most people develop in years of gym training. The Soviets proved this with soldiers, athletes, and special forces. Kettlebells built humans who were strong, explosive, durable, and capable. Modern gyms build people who look strong but can't perform. Which do you want to be? So here's my challenge. Get a kettlebell. Start with appropriate weight. Men, 16 or 24 kilograms. Women, 8 or 12 kilograms. Learn these 5 exercises with perfect form. Train 3 days per week for 12 weeks. Track your progress. 12 weeks from now, you'll be stronger and more capable than people who've been going to commercial gyms for years. If you're committing to kettlebell training, drop a comment saying, "Real strength only." Let's build a community that values function over aesthetics. And if you want detailed form tutorials, complete programs, and kettlebell training that actually works, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. The only kettlebell exercises you need. 5 movements, real strength. No nonsense. The Soviet way. I'll see you in the next video. Now go swing some iron.